Don't you love to see it? Today we are going to be talking about 2020 and the disrespect. Everyone say disrespect.
I was so disrespected. I was vibrating.
Disrespect. It showed so many of us around the world and on this table. Let's start with you, ADot. What was this year supposed to be for you?
It's a very painful question. 2020 for me was supposed to be the year that I make use of my passport a lot more. It's not that I don't used to fly. I used to fly regularly. It's not that I don't used to enter aeroplane, but I wanted to go a step further and go to places that I wouldn't necessarily go to, just to advance in the traveling experience.
It wasn't so much about the airplanes for me, not going to lie. It was more about I was going to do my first full hour-long comedy show, and I'd invested some money that I'd got from my grandpa passing away into I killed him, by the way.
I can't go to jail, please. I can't go to jail.
Into production,
right?
Taking that to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, which as of recording would be right now. But that was my focus this year. I was like, work, just get everything onto doing an amazing show. Like, it's your first show, make it as good as you can. Go all out. And then COVID was like, nah, you take another year on that one, bruv.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily plan to go on flights, but I didn't cancel it out. You know, I did see all the murky festival last year, and I said, oh, maybe this year, I don't know where the money's coming from, but this is the year to make money. This is the year to fly. Yeah, it was 2020 vision. 2020, it's on all the movies. You think it's going to be great, and then it starts with World War III. Yeah, it's been a lot.
Yeah, I was planning to be like the next Selena Gomez for this year.
I was going to say, yeah.
Thank you. I was just like, I had a good 2019, so I thought, 2020 will just carry on from that, and it will just keep going onwards and upwards. And it hasn't. To be honest, I've had some, I can't complain too much. I've had a good-ish kind of lockdown, if you can have a good one. But yeah, I would have loved to have been having a hot boy summer.
Well, I feel really smug because I was planning on having a bit of a year off anyway. It got to the point where, all the gambling adverts are like, when the fun stops, stop. Yeah. And it kind of got to that stage with me where I was like, is this even fun anymore? At the same time, I feel really smug because I was like, the world went on a break when I wanted to go on a break.
Right, right.
But the writer's block is real, though. I haven't written anything. It's bad.
So, speaking a little bit about lockdown, COVID, what comes to mind?
Coronavirus! Coronavirus!
It's really interesting living in an actual global historic event. And at the start of it, I was trying to make the best of COVID. Right. I was trying to do lots of sketches online that I'd never done before, lots of topical stuff. But I had to slow down. I was getting quite low, just not being able to gig. I have this thing I'm great in a crisis. It's the peace I can't stand.
Right.
And in those corny zombie films where they're like, we didn't have to stop it, we just had to survive it. That's how I feel this is for me.
I don't think we've ever seen anything like this. And I think a lot of people didn't actually understand the magnitude of COVID.
I actually think I had it.
Wow.
At the beginning of the year.
Okay.
Based on what? No, we're good now.
Yeah, I was coughing on the way here and stuff.
I want to know what you guys were like around the whole panic buying situation. Did you guys panic buy? What did you do when you didn't have any tissue?
Started stealing from work.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, absolutely. They got supplies, man. They got supplies in bulk. So who's it going to? The kids ain't there. There was no tissue in the shops. So you take what you're getting or you use a towel.
Hey.
Every day it's a journey, do you know what I mean? Just one today, okay, see how and then it's like going to the gym, do you know what I mean? Building weights. Okay, today I'm going to take 4 boxes of bleach, do you know what I mean? And since then I've been furloughed, so do you know what I mean? It was worth it. I got to get my money's worth like the McDonald's advert.
Just to answer your question, I would have loved the opportunity to panic buy. But by the time it was my turn, everybody has done it for me.
Yeah, you go around and view it like a gallery,
I go around and say, wow.
Where toilet paper used to be.
Wow.
Exciting time.
All the pasta, everything.
I was still at my mum's when lockdown started, and my mum is like, have you ever seen Demon Headmaster? My mum's just got this sort of power over our whole neighbourhood. I don't know what she's got on everyone. But people were like, oh, Jenny, do you want, I'm just going to go to the shop. Do you want us to get anything? Well, we'll bring you back some pasta. I was like, and my mum was just getting all these people just bringing stuff to the house.
I panic bought, but only because I had to get it to Kiell's mum as soon as possible.
Okay, so you are the person doing the deliveries.
Yeah, it was mainly me.
I
Just
see.
like, I'm
I see.
scared.
They told me I didn't believe that it was you. I was informed, but it's my fault. I should have capitalized. I should have phoned you and said, this is my order, but I have myself to blame. But I think we can't have this convo without talking about the disadvantages. Because there were some disadvantages to panic buying. And I was so upset. I was devastated when I went to my local high street. Simple, common hand sanitizer. I kid you not, £25. Yeah. And when I asked the guy, excuse me, are you what's going on here? What's up? On a serious note, he said to me, yeah, last one. So because it's the last one, it's £25. How much is it? If there are more than one, he couldn't answer my question. So people, local shop owners, local businesses, some of them are taking serious advantage. Right. And that was caused by everybody behaving like a sheep. Because you went to panic buy, everybody went to panic buy. Right. So it's not,
I didn't.
Me, I swear, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I didn't buy anything.
I didn't.
Because I already stocked up before.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's like, especially as creative, can you panic buy? Like, you want to panic buy, but are the funds there?
You know what I mean?
You know, can you panic? You know, when people are panic buy, I'm thinking, you rich. Like, I can't just go and buy 64, 60. Yeah, panic. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, panic without the buy-in, you know. Like, I can't go and just stock up my fridge like that for 2 months. I can't really. That's the real reason.
That awkward one where you realise everyone's panic buying and not looting.
Yeah.
You're paying for it in.
But I think we also need to remember the media have parts to play. The media have parts to play on this, because when you are showing all the countries that are panic buying and you are sitting down, you are thinking, wait a minute, I need to get involved, otherwise I'm going to go hungry.
I'm just going to starve in my house.
So I think that's what makes people to go and do that senseless movement of panic buying, because they are seeing the media. So the media have a part to blame.
But then what makes someone look at a news report of an empty Australian toilet roll shelf and think, that applies to me. I must buy toilet roll here in the UK because it's run out in Australia. Like, how does
I don't know why it was toilet roll though. Why was that
what
like
is
the
it
main
about?
priority?
I don't know.
First?
I think it's literally because toilet roll is big. And so you notice it when it's not there. Logic.
I think one of the things that really kind of, I would say, got me thinking a lot online when I saw that Amy Cooper video.
That's the one with the...
Yeah, that comedy video where like where like, that horrible comedian attacks that man. Yeah.
In the park.
In the park.
It's the best stuff.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
She's a comedian?
No, she's not.
I was like, that's why I not make it. That's what a comedian looks like, my God.
No, it's just
I was
like...
making jokes and stuff.
Because she was absolutely out of her head. I don't understand it.
There's a man, African American, he has a bicycle helmet. He is recording me and threatening me and my dog.
She was very threatened in her mind because she was confronted in a park by the presence of a black man. And he asked her to put her dog on her leash, on the dog's leash.
The dog lady.
I don't remember
The dog
the name.
lady,
Sorry.
yeah.
Okay.
And she was so affronted. And she was like, I'm going to call the police, knowing what that means.
It was a lot. And it was
absolute clown.
She was a clown. Like, I'm talking Ronald McDonald's type of clown.
We people are giving her too much respect. Calling her a clown, and clowns are people that you laugh at. No,
I mean, but what if I don't laugh, I'll cry.
Okay, I'm with you.
Right, do you understand? And sometimes I do think, like, she goes for a walk with her dog, you know, she's got a good job, says, you know, money, she's got cash in the bank, she's all right. She goes to the park and she's like, you know what?
I own this park.
And I feel like exercising my white privilege as a woman today. And she just says these things, knowing that she's being filmed, and just exercises, I'm going to call the police. I'm going to call customer services.
White people, customer services. Yeah, exactly. Excuse me, I've got complaints.
Exactly.
There's someone here telling me to do something, and look, get this, not even white. I know. I was flabbergasted, which is the word only white people use.
You know, sorry, I was just going to say, when I watched that clip, my blood was boiling.
Right.
I was boiling because I couldn't understand how the brain of that individual was working. How does your brain put all of these things together? Why do you think it's a good idea to behave like that?
It's a good thing you mentioned the Braine as well, because like I swear down, her dog is like trying to tell her like, just cut it,
Just
chill,
just
stop. Like he's jumping, like just leave it.
Girl, don't do it. It's not worth it.
That's what really like annoyed me about that video, was that like obviously the comment section of anything is the more annoying part of everything, but like everyone was like going on about her treatment of the dog, and I was like, hello, you're missing like the bigger picture here. Like there are so many people just commenting like, oh, she's mistreated that animal.
I can excuse racism, but I draw the line at animal cruelty.
You can excuse racism.
It was a sad looking dog, to be fair. Dogs are very good at looking sad though, as are white women.
You know, the thing I will say is that there are some wicked people in this life. According to me, she had no other agenda but to cause evil. She wanted evil to happen. She was ready for the worst case scenario. And she was confident in her approach. And she expected the black man to sort of bow down. When she said, I'm going to call the police, she was probably thinking the black man was going to beg. But no, the black man said, go ahead. Feel free, make that call. I'm here. I have my video phone. I'm going to record make the call. Right. You understand? So I'm so proud of him wherever he is. I'm proud of him.
Let's give him a round of applause. Yeah. Well done, you.
But look, it makes you think though, because you see like these, handful really of examples of like Karens on film. But then you get worried like, there must be so many more wild Karens out there doing this shit every day.
I just hope people are taking the right steps. I've seen some videos where people have been punched in the face. I'm watching, it's like, great, fantastic. And like, I'm not saying that everyone should be punching everyone in the face, but
some people should be
most
punching
people
in the face, just
in
some.
these scenarios.
Little bit, no, we're joking.
Because a lot of these people have never been punched in the face, is what I'm saying.
Right.
So they're like, oh yeah, I'll just rile up everyone. And
But you know what? Katie Hopkins.
My name's Ali.
I know, Ali. Katie, I mean, I think she is the most controversial woman in Britain. If I hear about her, I'm like, oh, here we go. What's she done today?
That's
who's
her
she
aim.
offending
That's her
today?
only aim.
Exactly. And I believe they've banned her off. She's locked
I know,
onto
the
now.
silence is so nice.
I think my opinion on Katie Hopkins is too controversial.
What is it?
Do you fancy her?
She's won that season of Apprentice, and I'm not going to back down.
I do think it is. I've tweeted a few times about Katie Hopkins, and my opinion is always the same. And I have said, and I don't know if this is going to
Go on, say it.
get misconstrued, but I have announced that I would like to host a Katie Hopkins' dead party. Now, before I go into that, I'm saying when she does meet her demise at some point, I will celebrate. And I've had thoughts about like doing a GoFundMe so that we can do like a festival maybe. But I just think that it will be a good day because there's too much hate. Right. And there's like you can have your opinions and talk to your friends at home or whatever, and like you can't police what people are saying in private. Yeah. But when you're coming in public to like try and incite hatred and like force other people to like have your views as well, and like to push that agenda onto other people, and like I saw someone retweet a video of her like wearing a burqa and
I think that's her most recent thing she did.
Yeah, and I was like, when can I have my barbecue?
She just likes to rile up the net to get her
I think
pockets going.
you know what? She knows what social media does. She knows her comments are controversial. They rub people up the wrong way. And even if she does believe what she says and she believes she's right, she knows that she's going to get a reaction. She's going to get people talking, and she's good at doing that. She's good at rubbing people up the wrong way. If that makes sense.
I agree with you. I think it's 50-50. So 50 or 60-40. Okay. Maybe 60, she actually agrees with what she's saying. And 40, she does it because she's an attention seeker. She wants the whole world to focus on her.
Why is it that Katie has been able to express her views for years online, and it was only just maybe this year, I believe, that she was banned? I don't even know if she's been deactivated. I just know if it's I don't know if it's the same thing. But Wiley had his views, had his opinions, and it was straight to the chop.
I don't want to get into like conspiracy theories of like different communities. I'll just say one point on Katie Hopkins is that I don't like talking about her full stop. People like her. I think her position, like her peers and contemporaries, are a position of reaction, of contrarian, and her relevance is based on, as much as it is people supporting her, people going, I hate this woman, like it just makes her popular. So I never retweet or engage with anything. I think they're just a disgrace and I want to get rid of their relevance. So with her and then with Wiley, I think there's a smartness to the way that some people do it. They are very astute in the way they tweet, the types of words they use to rile up people. Also their image as well. You know, if people think you're a prick, you can be a prick online.
Right.
Look at Alex Jones, look at Donald Trump, man. They get no stick in America because everyone knows they're going to say something random.
And maybe that's a question you should ask China. Don't ask me, ask China that question, okay?
When you're in a position that people will respect more, especially a lot of people growing up with Wiley, inventor of a genre that a lot of young people enjoy, I mean, not sole inventor, I guess, but like is prominent in the start, as far as I'm aware, then he is in a position of authority and people expect more of him.
People weren't expecting this kind of stuff from him. Like, people expect something better from him. People expect art from him. Whereas people only ever expected garbage from Katie. And so they let her carry on with her garbage. And it's like all about expectations. And I think that's why like politicians on the left who like have all these they have principles, or they're seen to have principles, and when they fail, they are judged a lot more harshly because they are supposed to be representing something, not lying, for example, or like not being corrupt, or like whatever it happens to be. And then and then the people who people just get away with, the people on the other end get away with it because it's what's expected of them. It's really strange.
Like Wiley's audience would hold him to account. He'd hold him to account a lot more than a Hopkins audience. And these people like Hopkins and that, they package it in some sort of political doctrine. Like, it's not racist, it's my right-wing opinion.
Why you always lying? Oh my God.
But really, it's just flagrant, like racism, homophobia, sexism, all the stuff that's coming out. But when Wiley comes out and like literally does stuff like deny the Holocaust, where can you go from there?
What else has been keeping you guys going online? Like any new shows?
I watched a lot of stuff. I watched loads. Like I have like lists of series.
I was
to
on
watch.
Netflix,
Yeah.
Hulu. I didn't get it illegally.
Of course you did.
Now TV. I was BBC free.
I've been watching all the sitcoms.
Yeah.
Me, I was doing a lot of rewatching of football matches on the YouTube. So I watched because you need to make yourself happy. So when Man United won the treble, I rewatch it, give me feeling of happiness. I watch a lot of Nollywood movies. I was watching Nollywood. I watch so many movies. I sit down from morning to evening, just occupy myself sometimes. You understand? So, and good company, good friends, good family. And I thank God for social media.
Yeah. Imagine like being in, imagine, right?
That's what I wanted
not
to say.
having social media during this time.
Spanish flu and bubonic plague in them, man.
Listen.
They had no quarantine radio to get them through.
They're like sending a tweet like in a paper airplane, just throwing it out and being like, hope people enjoy it.
The most disrespectful thing about this whole lockdown thing, right, has been the increase in my appetite to eat. And then with the gyms being closed, and then the extra disrespect is then all these workout gurus be like, oh guys, come on my Instagram live, let's do lunges, let's do bicep curl. Go on these Instagram lives, everyone's got abs. I'm like, it's bloody quarantine. How dare you have abs? Like, what are you doing? You know?
Disrespectful. I totally agree. And also like, lockdown has disrespected me because I've tried exercise. I've tried it for the first time. And I've dislocated my knee twice.
I'm frightened.
Like once I was trying to do the splits, which I've never done before, so I probably shouldn't have tried doing the splits. The other time I was doing yoga in the rain. Don't do yoga in the rain.
I mean, there was a lot of sunny days.
I know. I don't know why. I don't know.
I mean, I'm not going to judge you. I will just say well done for the effort.
Well,
thank you.
Well done for
I do want to know why.
Why? We should all have. Yeah.
But I wouldn't have advised it. If you have spoke to me beforehand, I would have told you don't kill yourself. Me, I've never do split. And I don't have intention for what? What am I looking for in split? Don't want to tear my throat or tear my leg. It's not replaceable.
I don't know what I was thinking. I guess, yeah. But the point is that like I'm never going back. I'm not going to do it again.
Did anyone else exercise? Did you try?
I love the way you asked, did you try? That is the key word here. Because I tried twice in the lockdown, back to back, and I'm being so serious. Maybe I try on Monday, then I try again on Tuesday. But on Tuesday, something happened in the middle of the workout. I will not lie to you, because I was doing skipping. Because you can see my condition, I need to lose some calories. So I was skipping. Then after I got to a certain number of skips, I just fell down because I couldn't keep going, and my body just couldn't take it anymore. And that is when I concluded that, you know what? I'm going to live my best life throughout this lockdown, and that is what I began to do. Ordering takeouts. But I was very upset. They know me, those restaurants that I order, they know my name, they know my card number and all of those things. But the disrespect I find from them is that they throw my food on the floor. So they knock the door, then they run away. There was some time I opened the door, I don't see anybody, I don't know who delivered my food.
They know you that well, they've started just delivering to you before you order. And then they're going to see if you take it, and you're always like, oh, go on then.
I still eat the food same way.
It seems like you guys were quite productive. And that's something that really pissed me off during the lockdown. Everyone's like, let's read this book. Let's wake up at 9 a.m. and do some gym stuff. And nobody was just doing nothing. So then I decided, let me do some self-evaluating. And it was a tough time for me, you know. Have you ever seen when people say you're not good vibes if you don't enjoy your own company? I thought I did because it was limited time. But when I had the whole lockdown, I was like,
you're an acquaintance with yourself. You're a good friend. I don't mind hanging out a bit.
I was going to say that your lives, you're very active. Like, moving.
I needed those people to be there. Really.
But I mean, in terms of like what you're moving and you're like doing a workout, basically.
Oh, is it?
She looks down at her belly. Well, my belly don't think so.
I mean, you do what you got to do to keep you sane. It helps in a weird sort of way. That video connection, it makes you feel a bit closer. Thank God for WhatsApp video call as well.
The FaceTimes were good for me with certain people that I realised I was proper tight with, I wanted to see, or family. But then I realised there are some mates in my life, I like hanging out with them in groups. Like, it's one-on-one, face-to-face. After 10 minutes, it's like, so what else has been happening? Same as you, nothing. Okay, let's hang up.
And you don't have an excuse to get off the phone either. It's not like, I'm just going to go out now.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, so I'm going to not talk to you anymore.
What has actually been keeping you going?
I've just been more productive than I've ever been. I'm the kind of guy that's like, okay, today I'm going to work on this, and this. This phone rings. Hello, do you want to go out? Yep. Done. Right. And I'm gone. Forget it.
Right.
And I got so much done, and I feel like really smug about it.
What about you? What have you been? What has kept you going?
Just the Lord and His grace, you know. I feel like life's never going to be normal again. Like if you look outside, there's so much to worry about. There's so much negativity. There's so much anxiety. But, you know, I do believe that God will bring me through. And that's honestly what's kept me and allowed me to focus on the good things. Like, I have a family. Right. Oh, before I didn't really appreciate them because I was always
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I do have juice. Some people don't. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So you
say definitely gratitude, like just people showing more gratitude to what you have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Has helped you.
That's really got me through as well. Like without the spiritual element exactly, but yeah, gratitude is. I have been actively trying to wake up and think of the things I do have and what I am grateful for. Yeah,
it's good. It's good to do. Ali?
I'd love to give like a fun answer for this. I'd love to do that for any of the questions, to be honest. But it's just been me and my housemate, and he suffers from depression to the point of suicide. What's got me through is that I can't give up.
Right.
I've got to just be there for him.
Deciding to be strong for him and yourself. But make sure you always look after yourself as well.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you sound like my mum. You're just going to get depressed as well. That's what she says. She's from Nigeria as well, but
Maybe I know how.
Maybe.
Definitely an interesting time for sure. At first, I don't know what to do with myself. I'm confused. I don't know. But eventually, I started to sit down and try to find positives from this period. It can't all be negative stuff. The negative stuff is very clear for everybody to see. But I sat down one of those days. I sat down. I said, what can I do in this lockdown period? And I just decided to meditate. I decided to reflect on my life, on my line of work, things that maybe I don't pay attention to, things that maybe I can do a bit better on how to improve myself. 2020 is not cancelled.
It's not cancelled.
Some people, they've been saying 2020 is cancelled. That is negative energy.
Right.
And I don't need that around me. I don't need it. 2020, we are still going to achieve our goals.
I'm going to write the apology from 2020 to everyone. And I'm going to sell that as well.
Well, yes, lockdown has eased, guys. We really hope that you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're going to use this time in lockdown to do what you needed to do for yourself. Hope you looked after yourself as well. Hope you also enjoyed this. Thank you for being on this table. Please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.